Well, hello. This is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and I'm excited to join you here tonight. Anybody who's going to be able to join me live, welcome. And just be sure to comment and tell us where you're from, and would love to have you participate with us as well as you would be entered in the draw. So do that. And then also, if you're catching my replay, on Facebook, or if it's on YouTube, be sure to comment as well. Hi, Wendy. There she is. Nice to see you here. All right. Well, tonight is kind of a combo. I said technique, and I am going to show you some techniques. It's Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne. But I'm going to be very specific in my technique. And even though I am using this particular bundle, you can use a stamp that would be similar to that. And I'm just going to give you, oh, Linda too. Hello, Linda. And I hope to share with you some new and exciting ideas. I even did some experimenting tonight, so I can't wait to show you some of that. So just before I do that, I just wanted to be able to update you. Boy, oh boy, hard to believe, almost the middle of October. I don't know where time is going, eh? But next week we have coffee and cards, and that is going to be on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So if you're local and you can join us, do that. You can find that on my website and the sign up for that. And then I haven't told too many people about this. It's not a class, it's something different. And I did do it a few years ago, but I am actually going to do a live sale of my retired products. Now, some of these are older products, and I really slashed the prices because I don't want them on my shelf anymore. They need to go in hands where they can be used because I'm using all the new stuff, the wonderful new stuff that we have. And then others are, of course, the newly retired ones that I have put at good prices as well. So you'll want to catch me. So next Thursday, a little bit later at 7 o'clock, but I'm going to do the retired sale then. And I will have all my products with a number on it, and you can just jump in and tell me which ones you're wanting. So something different. And then be sure to look online for my stamp camp, because we're going to do some special cards for that one. So we've going to make 9 cards, and we're also going to make 4 Christmas crackers. And then we also have a fun potluck and prize and all kinds of fun. So yes, you'll want to be sure to register. I did say October 10th, but I haven't made up my final plans and numbers. So the fact is that you can still get it at the early bird price. So make sure you do that today. So that is coming up. And then I should say I also have one coming up in November, and it's going to be something very unique, and that's an ornament class. And I do have the information online about that, so be sure to sign up for that as well in advance. Yes, Linda, it is fun. It's a yearly event we've been doing for quite a few years, and it's so much fun. And then today is the last day. We had 3 days that Stampin' Up! Offered free shipping, and today is the last day. And I'll tell you, everybody's loving no shipping because things are really flying off the shelves. So yeah, so if you want to grab something before the end of the day, then you will have no shipping charges. It is on an order of $100 though. So that, and then the other thing that's happening all month is our join sale. So you get to choose 35% off or 35% more. Great to have choices. And this is just one more way to be able to get more goodies. And yeah, and it doesn't have to be if you're starting a business. It can be just if you want to be able to take advantage of getting some good product at discount price. And yeah, you can talk to me later if you have any questions about that. So let's get that out of the way because I will forget. I get into my stamping and then everything goes. So, as I said, we're going to use the sending cheer. Now, if you have this stamp set, you may want to go back and look at one of my other YouTube videos because I did make 2 cards with this set as well. I love this set. This set actually was the first one that attracted me in the catalog. But my favorite is the gingerbread, just because it's got a lot of connections with family traditions and very yummy. Anyway, so we're going to do that tonight. So there is dies with this too. And so as you can see here, we have the gingerbread man and then we have the dies. And when you cut it out of cardstock, so I used pecan pie, that is the ink color that I have here, but this is the pecan pie cardstock, and you can see how they have this little hole on the top, so you can make it to hang onto something, or if you don't want that, then there's a very easy solution and you can just trim that off. It's very easy to do. So here we go. I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways. Now, what is unique about this stamp set is that this stamp set does kind of like the negative part. Normally, we have an outline around the edges, and that we would stamp in a color, and then we can either color it inside or whatever. This does the opposite. So here, let me see. Oh, no, I don't want to show you that one yet. Let's look at this one. So this particular one, I stamped with the pecan pie on this very color. And then I also have a little face, so cute. And there's even hearts that go with this. So you can stamp that, and then these little hearts, it can be a little trickier to line up if this is what you choose to do by coloring. Oh boy, I'm seeing a shadow, so I'm not going to be able to see it very well. But anyway, I'll give you the idea. You're going to line that up like that, and that's then the cute little hearts. So of course, that's the standard way we always kind of think. And then of course, we have the regular way as well, where we have, I was going to show you this too. We have our gingerbread that I stamped again, pecan pie. I find the pecan pie is the closest to a gingerbread color. So that's what I've stamped here. And so again, what you would do with that is take your black Memento ink and you will put a cute little face. I mean, he's so happy. Look at that. And then again with the hearts, and I'm sure that this way might be a little bit easier to see just because we can see the white. Yeah, it is a little easier. Steady hands. So there we go. There's the cute little hearts. Isn't that cute? And then of course you can cut them out, and then you have an adorable little gingerbread man. So that, and then I was going to say, when I was stamping the first time, it got some of the ink color inside. And you know what I realized? I was not stamping on any kind of foam or anything. I was doing it right on the table. So again, you can see such a difference when you stamp it with something with a little bit of foam, because it is a photopolymer stamp and they don't have that extra layer of a foam. So when you do that, it definitely makes nicer images. But I wanted to show that boo-boo to you so you could see that. Okay. And then I was just going to show you here too, is when you stamp, where's, oh, right in front of me. So again, when you go to stamp your image, just kind of lay it on there a little bit and give it a little push, because you really don't want it going into all those details. So if you just do it that way, press it down and don't lift it up right away. Make sure you press it down, because otherwise you're going to end up with blotches. So just keep pressing it down for a little bit, and then you can lift, and then you have a nice gingerbread man that way. So a little tip with that one. Okay, moving along. Let me see, which way will we do this? Okay, now, the other thing I was going to say, and do I have a gingerbread man here? I didn't do another one on cardstock, did I? No, so let's just do one. Let's do one on here so you can see. Stamp right here on the red. That's why I'm not seeing it. So again, I don't know if you can see it. See how there's a little bubble there? And then when you press down on there, then that bubble disappears. So you don't want to press down because what we call kissing the stamp. You just gently tap it into the color because then it doesn't make halos all over your stamp. And especially with these kind that have the detail as the negative part, you want to make sure that it is going to be clear. And look at there, we're going to have a nice image. Okay, now I am going to show you, now of course you would probably cut this one out, but I want to show you another way, and that is if you wanted to maybe have some more variation in the colors, you can also take your blending brush and you can maybe make some areas a little bit darker. You can even go over that a little bit, the hearts and the little details, just so that they're not quite as standoff contrast. But you can also darken up your gingerbread man like that. So do we have one to compare to? See how it's quite a bit darker. I'm going to put the light in here a little more. Can we see that better? See how it is quite a bit darker? And of course, it doesn't matter that you got it around the edges on this one, because of course you're going to cut it out with the die cut, and then you're not going to be able to tell the difference. So that's another thing that you can do. Okay, now Yvonne shared something fun with us last night at club, and that is doing something different. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take again my gingerbread man. Okay, and we're going to stamp it again. We'll make a card at the very end, but I just want to show you some different ways. Okay, so now we have a nice gingerbread. Now we're going to put the details on here. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. Do our hearts. I can see it properly. Okay, that worked out pretty good. And where's our black ink? Right here. Okay. And give them a nice happy face. Okay. Now we have a nice gingerbread. Now, I'm going to show you, thanks to Yvonne, what we could do with this guy. So here it is. How to make it into a sticker. Well, we could put it, of course, raised, and we could put it on so that it peels back and can stick on things. But how could we make it like a shiny sticker? Well, Yvonne shared because she saw somewhere somebody had used packing tape. And of course, now I'm not going to be able to find the end of the packing tape. Oh, that's the one problem about packing tape, isn't it? There, is it right on the edge? That's why I can't see it. No? Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's going to be tricky with us. Okay, now make sure you do this on your silicone mat, because it will make life a lot easier, because to be able to get it exactly where you want it can be a little bit tricky. But you're going to just put it down. Oops, the one time I got a bit of a crease in there. Let's see if I can get it out of there. Lift it up. Yep. And just press it down. And because you're doing this on the silicone mat, see, it can just lift off. And of course, then you can cut out your image. And so here at the end, this is what you end up with, is this cute little, and I don't know if you can really see it, but it is shiny. It's not shiny on camera. Yep, that's the And oh, there it is. Now you can see how it's shiny there. Woo! So isn't that ever a cool idea that you could do with other stamps? Has anybody done that ever before? That was pretty cool. Okay, so that's one technique. Now another one, I'm going to grab this guy back over here. You like that, eh? Yes. Okay, now the next thing is we have another product, and that's called our enamel effects. And so what you can do here is we can use these three colors. So these come in a set, and then we also have metallics that are also in our annual catalog. And so that's pretty special. Okay, if I put it there, can we see? I think so. Be very careful to squeeze it out slowly. And I start off slowly because I don't know when it's going to come out and I don't want it to blurt. And give it a big bubble. And sometimes you can do it on the side. There we go. Now we get it started. Okay. And I'm just going to follow the edges. Now, this does take a little bit of time to dry. So after you do it, you would have to put it aside and let it dry, obviously, because you don't want it to get smushed and flattened. But there is the white. And then the technique for you making the hearts, and I probably should have done the hearts. So if you do this, do the hearts maybe first, because you don't want to get your hands in there. But what I did is I started, everybody see me okay there? You take the one end like that, go over and make the other end and then push it down a bit. And that's how you can get a heart. So go up, oopsie, that way and down. See, that one didn't turn out as good. So you literally go up, go to the other one and pull down. So let's do a bigger one so you can see. So you go up and down, and then you got a nice heart. And it's okay to do that on your silicone mat. Say you want a whole bunch of embossing dots, you can do this. You can make some dots, whatever you want. And even if you want to do some stripes, oopsie, this one's burping. Make some stripes, whatever you want to make. This will dry and you literally can peel it off and stick it onto your card. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now let's try the face. So this is black. So like the colors are perfect for our little gingerbread man. So we're going to put a black dot here and a black dot here. Careful when you lift it up, and then follow the face. And there you have it. So now you have a textured little gingerbread man. I won't lift him up. I'll lift this up so you can see. But you can see how these dots, they're pretty cool too, how you can use those. But that's our cute little gingerbread. It looks like he's got icing. And it kind of reminds me when I make my gingerbread man and I'm icing my cookies. What a fun way to be able to do it with paper. Okay, so now we have that one. I'm going to put that safely over there. I'm not done. I experimented on something else because when you make gingerbread, you use a variety of spices. And I thought, oh my goodness, they look like cinnamon. I wonder. So what I've done, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm telling part of the secret. So here is my Watkins cinnamon, okay? And I should show you, I forgot to show you the plain one first. I'm getting too excited about the cinnamon. But let's just quickly do that. I'm going to show you here how we can do one with clear. So where's my embossing powder? It's right there. My gingerbread man. I'm going to clean him off. Okay. So now I'm going to do it this way. So this is Versamark this time. Okay, so we want to take the Versamark. Okay, now I usually do it the other way around, but that's okay. We'll do it this way this time. Okay, now we're going to put it into, oh, what happened to my spoon? My spoon walked off. Okay, and I think I better use my tongs because otherwise I'm going to have burnt hands. So we have these lovely tongs. Just going to put that there. Get my heat gun. So it might be a little bit noisy. Just get it hot first before you start putting it on your paper. And let's get it in the screen would be. But can you see even the powder? That looks so cool, doesn't it? You can see all the little marks there on the gingerbread. Now I'm going to switch hands because I'm right-handed. It doesn't work so good going the other way. All right, so let's start. One side. This is clear embossing powder. So it's going to make it all shiny. A little bit there. Turn it off. And now we have, if we can get good light, there you can see it's very shiny. Isn't that ever cute? Now, how do you make the face on that? Well, how you make the face on that is by using StazOn. So we can take our StazOn ink, black ink, and we're going to take our face. Just make sure it's all dry. And then we're going to put it down on our gingerbread. Yeah, I maybe did it too soon. I should have let it dry a little bit more. And then you can't use red. Well, maybe I guess you could. Why couldn't you? Because it's not shiny there. So let's try it. So let's get the red in there. Sure, there it is. And there's the red. So I already gave you a little hint. We are going to try this to make this because it looks shiny. But I want to make a scratch and sniff. Have you ever done a scratch and sniff before? I have tried it with, what was it, strawberry jello and embossing powder, and because I did a strawberry scratch and sniff. Boy, that was a long time ago. But I thought, I wonder if we could do it. So what I did is, so here's our clear embossing powder. I put, I think it was a half a teaspoon of cinnamon in here. And then I used 1.5 teaspoons. So basically 1 cinnamon to 4 of the embossing powder, and gave it a good mix. And here we go. I'm going to show you what happens. Where's our stamp? Right here, right in front of us. Do you guys think it's going to work? I don't know if this is back to my preschool teacher days, but oh, I love experimenting. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. Again, just hold it down for a quick minute or seconds. Peel it off. Okay. I probably should be doing this over my tray, my embossing tray. That would have been a smart idea. Whoop. Maybe a little more there. What's happening? Maybe I didn't press hard enough on the head. Okay, so let's take a look. So of course it's not clear white, but it does have a fair bit of white in it. So let's close up my Versamark, and we're going to get my holder here and bring in the heat. There we go. Let it get hot for a second. And move it on over. Kind of angle it a bit. and then it should start to heat up. So because it has the clear embossing powder, it does go shiny, not quite as shiny. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it there? It is still shiny. And I won't scratch on this one because it is probably a little bit too soon to do that. And I should show you the difference here. I started with less, almost half and half here. It kind of worked, but to me it didn't have enough. And then I was experimenting here and I started scratching on this one. And guess what? It smells like cinnamon. So kind of fun, especially if you made it for a gingerbread lover or some kids. I think they would think that would be pretty cool. So again, that's the difference of the different amounts, but you definitely want to make sure that you have enough of the powder. So yeah, so if you're wondering, does it come off? It does not. So even when I'm scratching here, a little bit comes off when you scratch it, but you can smell the cinnamon. So there we go. There's a variety of those guys. So now I'm going to move that out of the way because what do we do with these gingerbread men that we made? We made quite a few. I was going to use a red card base. Hello, Jenny. There she is. Yeah, too bad you can't smell it, right? I'm tempting you with cinnamon. You'll just have to try it yourself. There's Debbie. Hello, Debbie. And then I took a piece of white cardstock, and then I have this, which I embossed, and I didn't leave the embossing folder out. Oh, too efficient, and I put it away. But you can see how you can see a variety of Christmas presents. A gingerbread boy. It is really adorable. So that's what I am going to do is I am going to adhere this onto here. Okay. Does anybody else have any gingerbread traditions that they do? I know our family made gingerbread houses every year, and they were never the same. They were, well, I shouldn't say growing up, they were. When my kids were growing up, we definitely did not make them unique every year. They were, the boys got to choose kind of what theme. And we had a lot of fun. And at the end now, Fred actually customizes his own plans, and we bake it off, and I help him put it together, but he enjoys being able to decorate it as well, of course. That's the best part. So before we put this piece on, we're going to take gingerbread. Now, let's see. I might have to cut. Yeah, I think we will do, or should we do the stickers? Maybe we should do the stickers. What do you think? I think maybe we'll do the stickers because I had one I had cut out somewhere here. So this is a very easy sheet. I guess you could use the cutter as well. You bake them annually. Yes, it's a fun tradition, isn't it? And one of our churches locally, they used to have what they called Bethlehem Walk. And they would have all the people go in, and then at the very end, they could sit down and have hot cocoa and cookies. And I used to donate 8 dozen little gingerbread men that I had made and baked. And I did that specially because I wanted the kids to have something really special. Actually, they were about this size. I purposely made them small. You like to scratch and sniff, Jenny? Yeah, it's kind of fun. Okay, so here we have, so yes, I guess we could have used the die cut. Here I am cutting it out. I like fussy cutting, I guess. Okay, Now, under my 100 gingerbread men here, I have to look for the one that I showed you that we cut out. Oh, is that the one that I put the... Nope. Okay, we have one hiding somewhere. Isn't that funny? Well, for now, we'll use this one and then I will change it to the other one. Okay, now, were we going to use... There it is. Okay, so now I also wanted to use some ribbon. And what do you think? I don't think I want to use red, but we could use this beautiful new silver paper, or we could use this beautiful iridescent paper. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Which one you think looks better? Anybody got some ideas? You like the idea of red. Okay, let's have a look of red, what it looks like. I don't think it's going to be seen as much, Linda. That's the only thing. Okay, who else? This is pretty with the iridescent as well. Now, if you actually kept these guys, the neat thing is you could probably string them with the holes as well. Let's try that actually. Let's see what will happen. So let's keep it to this. We still got to add those guys, but anyway, we can add those later. Anybody else got it? I'm using the silver. Red and silver. Well, the red is also on the back here. Okay, let's try this. So what I was thinking is we're going to string these little gingerbread men onto our piece here. So I'm going to take a piece or a small bit of the seal and put that on there, and then on this side. And then we're going to take, I want to go too high, too low. Let's see if this will be. We can always change it. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to push them down. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I think that looks good. What we're going to do is now we're going to put the glue so that I can get those gingerbread men on there as well. Now, I always make sure that I glue the ribbon as well as the adhesive, because I just want to make sure that that does not come off. So for now, we're going to stick this on here like this. Okay. And now I'm going to take my, should we have them holding hands? Okay. So now I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'm going to put it on their legs, I think is what I'm going to do. Where's one more? One more. Okay, let's take this off. Okay. Let's see if I loosely, when you don't know exactly where you want to place it, you can just kind of put it down for a quick second. And there we go. And I think I would then also make a sentiment. So I'll finish this card there later, but then that way it gives you a good idea. And I'll finish the hearts. I'll finish it up and I'll show you then the final result. So be watching on madelinescraftroom.net. So a week ago, or almost a little over a week ago, I had quite the disaster and I lost a lot of stuff and things were all a mess. But I've been working very hard at it, and it's the new improved. So be sure to go and check it out, because I've made it hopefully even easier for you to be able to find things and to get ideas. And yes, you'll have everything at your fingertips. So Thank you for joining me, ladies. It's always so good to be able to have you with me. And we'll see you next Thursday. And remember, a live sale is next Thursday. So we'll carry on the next week with the regular card making ones. All right. Bye for now.